break up with us, we would like to show you that, okay, we can be with someone more better, that kind of competition.
How? But how?
I don't know, because
Y'all can't advance financially the way that we can.
I always do that thing, like if I break up with you, I want to like be with someone more better, and I want you to see it, I want to show it to you, and then I might end up with the wrong person, right, trying to do that kind of thing. So maybe that's why I feel mine doesn't really last, because you want to show him that, okay, you've moved on. So I don't know, somehow.
All right. If your boyfriend looked at you, I'm not even going to give you today. I'm going to give you a whole year from now. From today, we moving on. We're going to hop in. You ever seen Back to the Future?
No.
All right. We're going to do the opposite. We're going to hop in Marty McFly car. I forget his name. Michael K. Fox, whatever it is. People know what I'm talking about. In the movie, what he would do, he would hop in his car, and he was working with this white professor. He would hop in the car, and they would go through this like quantum physics beam or whatever, and they would go back into the past to try to fix what was broken in the future, which they believe. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to hop in this car. We're going to do all these quantum physics and everything, and we're going to shoot forward 1 year from now. 1 year from now, your exes are going to look at you and say, damn, Yvonne, I wish I would have stayed with her, because Yvonne now is what?
Yvonne is better. Like, Yvonne is with someone better. In fact, she's better on her own. She's beautiful.
I don't want general words. I want specifics.
Okay.
Did Yvonne go out and become an engineer and started making $100,000 a year, and got the figure that she wanted? Her natural hair was beautiful, and her eyes were sparkling, and every man in the world wanted her. I mean, I want specifics.
Okay. Because Yvonne is famous. Because I want to be famous. Very, very famous.
That means that what you said to me, not to be mean or anything, but what you're saying to me is that there's no difference from now than a year from now that your exes could look at and say, you know what, I regret leaving her. It's just not.
Why? Why do you say so?
Because you haven't said so. You haven't said anything.
I want to be famous. I'm always this very quiet, very, very shy kind of person.
You was with that when you was with them, were you not?
Yes. Yes.
All right then. So nothing has changed. But you know what can change? You could change your outcome by making adjustments with yourself right now to better your outcome in the future. But you need to know how to. And from what I'm hearing right now, you don't even know how to.
Yvonne. Interested in
Yvonne.
Yes.
Do you want to be married?
Yes, I want to be married.
Do you want to have kids?
Yes, I want to have kids.
How many?
3.
Boys or girls?
2 boys, 1 girl.
You don't control that. God controls that. So why are you telling it?
Because that's what I just feel like. But I know
you don't control whether you have a boy or girl. Your whole thing should be humble and say, if God was so blessed me with 3 children, I will be in awe. That's all you should be saying.
Okay.
Are you a believer in God?
Yes, I am.
So you should be humble enough to know these things. You don't go dictate to God, oh, give me this, give me that. Be humble. Say, God, if you only will give me even this, I will be glad. Now let's talk about your husband. How tall are you?
I'm 5 feet.
5 foot what?
5 feet, like 5.6, I think.
5'6".
Yeah.
How much do you weigh, Elon?
63.
63. All right. You know what, man? This is going to be the last day that I do this, because I'm going to have a chart now. I promise you guys, starting Monday, I'm going to have a chart already ready. Because this KG stuff with this European mess, you said 60 or 62?
63.
Oh, 63. Oh, 63. 33. All right. So you're 5'6", 138 pounds. Not bad. You could, if you want to have 3 kids, in all likelihood, I would suggest you get down to about 60 to 58 kg. Because you know when you have a kid, you're supposed to count 10 pounds for every kid that you're going to gain. So if you're 140 pounds now and you want 3 kids, you go up to 140, 150, 160. And if you go to 160, let me do this real quick. You're talking about close to 75 kg. You don't want to be 75 kg, do you?
No, that's too big.
All right, but if you're talking about 3 kids, you're supposed to give at least 10 pounds per kid, meaning that if you want to if you want to be 100, if you want to be at 63 kg, that means you have to go lose equivalent of 10 pounds, which is 4.5 kg. So before you have your kids, you need to lose approximately 15 kg.
So I need to be about 40 something. Like
Huh?
40. I need to be about 48 kg before I get married.
All right, so you got work to do then. What work are you doing to get to 48?
Maybe exercise, jog, I don't know. Reduce my food intake.
You can't tell me you don't know. I asked you a question. All right, she out of here. Let's see if we get her back. Anyway, guys, this is what we're talking about. We want to get our ladies prepared for marriage. It doesn't matter with who. We need to get our ladies prepared so that we can not only marry, but we can stay in our marriages. That's what this is about. It's about staying inside of your marriage. All right, I think it was her, if I'm not sure. Let's go back. Let's find out. All right, network. I see you there.
Yeah, I'm back.
All right, network. So what I was asking you, what are you doing? Don't tell me that if you say, well, I don't know. I don't know means you're not doing anything. The whole thing for this platform is not just Africans marrying Black Americans. You can marry an African. Doesn't matter as long as it stays Black. That's all I care about. And if you decide to go elsewhere, that's fine. But I still want the best outcome from my Black people. What are you doing? Because by your speech, you're not really doing anything to drop down to 48 kg.
For now, I'm not doing anything.
You're 22, right?
Yes.
You know what happens from 22 on? I'm going to explain this to you. From 22 you on, when you're in your 20s, when you're around the age of 19, 20, most people get their identity, most people get their discipline from those ages. Men do it differently, but I'm just talking about women right now. Whatever you're doing at 19 and 20, in all likelihood, you're going to be consistent with that throughout your life. So at the age of 22, you're already late on bringing about your own discipline. The longer you wait, the harder it is. Then the harder it is, you find yourself at 30. When you find yourself at 30, 35, 40, what happens? You're extremely past the weight that you want to be to attract a man. And what happens after that? One or two things happen. You even don't get married. And if you do get married, it's to a man who is not able to provide in a way that you want for 3 children. Do you get that?
Yes, I get to.
You ladies at the age of 21 and 22, there's no excuse for you not having your weight in order. You're not 40 with 3 kids. You're 22 with no kids. You have no excuse. And if you want to attract the type of man that you want, you have to have discipline. You know well that men choose based on looks first. You know that.
Yeah.
2 things about men. The ladies that we want to sleep with based off looks. Men aren't going to sleep with you every day of the week. Men, we would sleep with damn near anything. Beautiful,